Vertigo, mate. V-Words, crazy. Ancient, of course, going to be that third map rolling on through for the series. I like this map, Paul. This is good.
This is fun, man.
But will Vertigo be good? That's the question on everyone's lips. And how's it going to roll through? It's going to be a lot of action here. Everyone's the beast there, jumping through Zen's. Great entry work. Isaac, though, has to go for the reload. And he survives to get another mag in, but the frag in is going to go in the way of Apeks.
Yeah, they've just pumped the brakes too. They're not fully committing to this side. They're waiting for some of the rotations to come through. And acoR, well, that smoke is just denying him a whole heap of information right now. GamerLegion haven't fully committed to this rotation, though. They have snacks over on this A site still. And Apeks have got some time to work with in this 3v3. They're probably looking for just another frag. But as you said, this angry mob gameplay style looks to be working for them. The smoke will signal their arrival on this site. And they'll just patiently wait for this retake GamerLegion. They do not have any utility to work with, though. It's just that kit on acoR. So the timer isn't really of the essence. They can wait things out. They can wait this smoke out. But will they?
Ooh, swinging. It's the best way to go for the most part. And we're going to see Apeks swing right back and hit everything. First round on the board for the T side.
That's exactly the way they wanted to do it too. Nice and quick. They ran into that stack over towards B stairs and navigated their way out of that nicely. And then had plenty of time, plenty of space to work with. GamerLegion, they only had one player on that A site. They opted to go for the retake, but didn't quite come off. Now, just a single flash for GamerLegion. The pop flash, the grouped approach. And I feel as though Apeks are not going to see a CT.
And that's fine. Will we get the unicorn round? Flash will come through eventually. But Apeks, they have found the freest site in existence. And now it's all just about getting this one down.
Site so free it could be located in North America.
GamerLegion, they don't want to carry across USBs. They haven't invested at all. They've got the buy into the next. And they know that doing some damage to that T economy can certainly help them in the long run. So they are thinking about going for a late approach here, maybe finding someone catching them on the exit. And that might be Nico or acoR going to be taking acoRs out of the mix. And the flash is good for some damage. Okay, one found, better than nothing. But that was an extra couple of dollary dues in the back pocket for Apeks. And now moving into the third, it's time for a gun round.
Yeah, they just opted to see if they could get some late action on that site, keep everybody around for the bomb radius. Now heading into this round, cats are out of the bag. GamerLegion now, that smoke is going to be abused. The Molotov snacks, he's got to move, he's got to find 1, 2. Even with all that damage being done, the change in pace, Apeks, they're met with stiff resistance.
Yeah.
Utility comes right out of the back pocket. And so it's a 2v4 now for Apeks with plenty of time. But GamerLegion, they can back right off. They can play this out. They can trade this out.
Deciding what they want to do here. Dropping some util across. Sense looking to put his life on the line. Let Nork try to trade him out. But Nork is very cautious about what's going on that crane side of sight. Deep smoke over towards the lobby. The flash forward, Volt won't continue fighting. Doesn't want to lose the man advantage. We've got Isaac swiftly making his way in on the flank. Sense going to be able to make his way back towards the lane side, but hangs around, playing a dangerous game here, dropping that re-smoke, trying to make it sound like he's further away than what he is. It's all a ruse. acoR, one bullet. Man's already bruised up, but acoR finds him, he hears him. as that spray comes through, and it's a beautiful retake there for GamerLegion to get that first round on the board.
Yeah, now Apeks, they get that bomb plant, so that's really important for them. Their money's still a little scuffed. You know, not necessarily having everybody on rifles, but they will be able to get a buy out of that. So
yeah,
they're going to continue to try and put pressure on the CT economy. Having 4 survive for GamerLegion, though, was very important. Snacks, right on the edge of that Molotov, works his way in for 2. And very patient approach from GamerLegion. They're happy to play the retake on this A site. So Mac 10 for Kixon.
And he's going.
They're extending.
Here's those mollies burning in front of him, which will slow him down. The donk is good and Snacks is better, falling all the way back with the pick, but the Mac 10 trying to chase him down real quick, smart, but won't go past that point of danger. acoR going to be able to make the flank start happening, that smoke fading. Kixon able to find himself that upgrade now with an AK and maybe a shot in the 2v4.
Giving themselves some time, but Kios again has just slipped a net. They have been aggressed. There's no comfort allowed for Apeks. They've been disrupted entirely by CT aggression. Dumping of that utility on the ramp was perfect. That smoke clearance was chef's kiss.
Keeping him right in it with that molly on the other side too. Nice little utility combo. And the CT's ready to swing together. It's strong, and Vault has taken yet another name. 2-2. And the CT's coming through with a double.
Apeks have to go back to the drawing board. Yeah, that smoke clearance is superb. I know there's been some contention around whether or not, you know, smoke clearances are worth it, but that one was on point. Back blocks for Apeks. Again, if they can steal a plant, they will be doing well here. That Molotov, no respect for it. Volt doesn't want to be caught out. He's going to stay alive for now, and that Molotov has just kept everybody filtered up scout.
Frantic re-swing coming through, but the flank is powerful from acoR, and that was a damn quick round yet again. One of those 20-seconders?
Yeah, if that.
Give me a time check.
We saw a 20-second pistol in the last match.
Get rid of those formalities. Pistols, don't want them this time. Apeks, they want guns. And we must be in some kind of timeout here. No. Straight into it. Oh, action. Happening right on now. Full buyers going both ways. To tours, but we're here.
That's a massive change of pace out of the tacticals. We've seen that a few times already. Teams just trying to change the tempos. Honestly, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. 4 teams or against some. That's a good smoke clearance there, but acoR, is he going to be blindsided by this push?
Potentially. Shifting across. Oh, timing. Looked good with the flash, but acoR that little bit quicker, and the scope flicker is looking damn good today for the most part. Blinded, couldn't see a thing, but not a third. By the way, damage is done, and it's all up to Jacob to lurk his way through mid, but they know he's here.
Can Jacob make him pay? He's got a bit of time to work with, but that bomb is miles away from him. So I think he's already prematurely contemplated that save. It's a good hold from GamerLegion. They've been steadfast. The changes of pace have been catching some teams off. But this time, GamerLegion were more than equal to the challenge.
Ticking that time down. But with the bomb out in the open on B, Jacob, no shot in the round, and we'll just have this hero AK for the next. 4 secured now for GamerLegion. Kios has even managed to retrieve that AWP as well. GamerLegion are going to be very happy with how that round played out.
Certainly are. Again, another solid round for them, keeping numbers alive on that city side. The economy nice and healthy. And so that continues to build for them. That's definitely not having them too troubled either, because the death distribution's been quite good. Plenty of money there on Vault too. They've got some AKs. Tactical timeout here. Apeks just trying to go back to the drawing board. What are they going to be able to do? Jacob having saved out his weapon. Are they going to try and buy around it? Doesn't look as though there's too much investment there just yet. And if they are going to, it's going to be relatively late. Yeah, Sets. He just kicked things off, didn't he? Yeah, but acoR, this is all on him.
Lovely jubbly.
Goodbye. Oh, Hans Gruber, is that you? It's almost Christmas. Have you got your Die Hard Advent calendar out?
It's not that close to Chrissy. We've got another month or so, right? Almost 2. Well, Snacks might die hard here if the smoke doesn't fade in his favour. Kixon in a solid position and should see him. That's info, surely. Kixon just waiting for this one to fade, but Snacks timing it back towards the elbow and will play Kixon so well. Oh, brained.
Utility is just crushed Sense.
He's got that molly, but he's not going to put it on sandbags. And this round's over. Volt hasn't even had to show face until he does. And when he does, that gives me hope that the round should be in the bag. But Nork giving all the Apeks supporters hope as well with a kill like that. AK in hand and a minute to play with. The bomb is retrievable right next to him there.
I mean, there's a chance, but it's a small one. Diminished by the second. So, Nork, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm pretty impressed by GamerLegion. They've been able to get out of this with only that single loss. Nork will be happy to take this weapon into the next, or no, he's
giving
not.
It a crack.
He's going for it. He's sending it.
Is there space, though? He's got a smoke. Can't deny that vision, but he's not worried about sandbags. And unfortunately, he will not get that bomb down. GamerLegion fans going to be cheering for the 5-2 lead already in the first half. And moving into the 8th round without a bomb plant, Apeks. Are they going to buy here?
Master of timing there, Snacks.
Let's have a look-see. Did they go for the buy, the mixed bag? They did. Yeah. With the Galil buy, just to get a little bit of extra util in, and he won't last long either. It is a faster approach over towards mid. Kioz, no holds barred, and with the man advantage, GamerLegion just pump those brakes.
Yeah, they're happy to. Smoke clearance. Ooh, nearly works out for acoR. He's going to go for one of his own.
Yeah.
Perfect timing on that flash, though, to get him off the line.
Slow approach at Scaff. Stand sneaky. And acoR trying to help out Volt from afar there at lobby. Volt unchecked, uncleared, unmollied.
Yeah.
And
this is a problem.
He's in such a powerful spot. acoR about to get the info on that first peak. Util coming through. Perfect time for Volt to show his face. And show his face he will. Looking for that third over the top. Waiting for the flash to come in. Great teamwork. Able to find another, but now it's up to Sense to try and win it in a 1v5.
Oh, man.
And that's a good start. Molly going to be coming up the top. 30 seconds to play with. Nice, crisp reflick.
No.
Oh, they're picking 1-by-1. Sense, no way.
There's no way he makes this. Surely. He's got 26 seconds left of this time. If he cuts sound, he can cause a moment of doubt.
Taps it. And now knows exactly where Isaac's hiding.
Oh, my.
The nade couldn't finish, but it's chipped him down extra low, and the swing is good, but the shots aren't there just yet. No one wants to make a mistake and Sense he can taste it. He can smell it. He wants it that much more and does it! 1v5, what a clutch from the trialist.
That is one way to put your name in the hat, well and truly. I think he can take trial out of his name. Take it out of his tag.
Oh my.
There were trials, and now there are tribulations. GamerLegion, what have you done? How have you fumbled this bag? After Volt did such a good job from sandbags, well, turns out GamerLegion have been sandbagged.
Wow. You don't see those every day, Jim. Is that the first one of the tournament?
First 1v5? Possibly.
Insane scenes. Sense is just so ecstatic about that one. As you would be. Really gets the adrenaline going.
And I mean, what do GamerLegion do? They've got to kind of settle things down a little bit. So they don't want to be rattled here. And I think this is where you lean on the leadership of Snacks. Some teams would have taken a tactical timeout here to just let everything settle. Much slower now from Apeks. GamerLegion, they've got to be a little bit more careful, haven't they? I'm going to try and test Isaac here, but he can't see what's going on. He's just
shooting the Molotov!
Get that away from me! He gets the flame-infused pedicure.
The nade polishes off one at least, and Apeks, they've got that B site. Bomb retrieved in time. Mid control is there for the CTs. You can see Jacob wants none of it, so he'll go back towards the B stairs, make sure that's locked in. With the trade, they're trying to force it. Snacks is in the site right behind him.
He's there.
And that bomb's going to be played as double stack. Oh, Jacob gets in just in time, the 2K! And the 1v3 angle now into a 1-on-1 and knows the position of the final man. The tap is there, they're waiting, and Jacob won't expect the pop-up. acoR with the peekaboo and 6 secured for GamerLegion.
There's a lot of flank in that round, I can tell you that. It all started ridiculously for Isaac. How he manages to get one from the grave with that grenade. It allows Snacks to find some timing all the way from behind. Just when we thought Jacob had made the Galil the hero, acoR pops up. So GamerLegion just holding on at the moment.
For
their money
wondering
all over the place
about why Isaac was shooting a Molotov. The theory, I'd say, would be because he was blind. He probably thought he pulled out a smoke, couldn't see, and tried to extinguish it to hold that position. But alas, he was blind and he had a gun in hand and looked like a silly old goose. Big pick to kick off the round, and Sense now out of this one makes things a little harder for the team. Jacob going to try to speed things up over towards that mid side. Nade is there, and Snacks going to be able to swing together and lock down that mid control. Now things get even harder, but Apeks, they got a bit of space over towards the A site. Nito, big shots onto Volt, and it might just be his round.
Tell you what, I feel like they dumped all the flashes they had there to get that kill onto Jacob, and now Nork, and now just Nito. I've got to try and play this superbly. We've seen some fantastic clutches so far. But Castanito also has to pull one out of the top drawer. He's got the first. Can he find another? They're not going to want to make the same mistakes here. And that smoke provides just enough cover. The problem with these sorts of rounds is it starts to whittle away at GamerLegion's money.
Insane themes going on here.
I feel like they dumped everything onto him there. I think he copped about 6 flashes.
He was asking for the attention and certainly got it. Olaroos. Nito. Able to at least dish some damage, not convert the round, but again, as you mentioned, just chip away slowly at that CT economy, playing the long game.
Yeah, the problem is the long game's not that long anymore in MR12.
Acer Predator economy is just going to quickly show us exactly where everything's at. A very important round here for Apeks, but you got to remember they are on a round loss bonus, whereas GamerLegion are not. So lose this one, and it's either going to be that half buy coming through for them, or maybe the old mixed bag. Oh, shout out to old T-Spawn here.
Good times. Great hits. It's a routine util dump. Really trying to punish some aggression here. Kickson gets blindsided. Snacks has been such a menace on the scaffolding.
Yeah. But now knowing that Snacks is over there, and I think they've heard some extra info, they aren't aware that there's timing coming forward up on the front side of site. Either way, acoR had that line locked on down, so there was no timing to be found. Sense though, ooh, won't find a third blow. But now on the 2v3, Apeks in with another chance.
Yeah, Sense looking for more. Unfortunately, he was shortchanged. Now, Jacob's punished the push. They have some time if they want to double back.
Just cutting that sound, dropping a smoke, and sowing some seed of doubt, but the flash across the top allows noK to walk his way up. Bomb almost retrievable. The donk wasn't there, but the damage was, and noK now down to 33 points of health. keoS tucking away there at Tetris. Waiting for this molly, which should finish him off. It will. noK now not able to get away with the package. The big damage onto acoR is not going to be enough. Jacob falling, and an 8th secured for GamerLegion.
That's exactly what they wanted out of this half, and they got it. Definitely felt as though Apeks give themselves the best shots there. I mean, as soon as Jacob opens up with that kill onto Isaac on the flank, you felt as though, okay, they've got some options here. They've got some avenues to work things.
Yeah.
They just opt to try and cut sound and re-aggress on A ramp, and it doesn't quite work out for them. How good was that Molotov, though?
Yeah.
Perfect timing on the utility and all. Jacob finds 2. The mid push isn't on for GamerLegion, and this has got be under pressure. Isaac now with that AUG. He has no idea what's going on. This should be round secured for Apeks.
Oh, pushing. Volt knows that he has a very minimal opportunity. That nades come from the close angle, and Sense is ready, swinging, and that's going to be 8-4 at the half. Are Apeks happy with it? I don't know, but let's see if they can bring it on back in that second half, which is coming up just after the break.
I feel pretty good in the team. Overall, I feel like the guys are saying also they really like how I'm doing like the IGL role in this team, like how I'm calling and stuff like this. So if they like it, I like it as well. And yeah, I hope it's gonna be good. About like my experience, yeah, I'm playing a lot of Counter-Strike. I would say it can be right now even 20 years. Yeah, I started really like young age, and from the GamerLegion, I would say you always need to like listen to the younger players. Like they have different approach to the game, and I would say from my experience when I was coming to VP, guys, it was a long time ago. I was always balancing them. You know, I was like getting a little bit from them, getting a little bit from me, fixing it, and I think that was the best way, and I still want to keep it that way because I think I always like new people or younger people have something new to add, and mostly it might be like a good option to actually add to the game. If I would like compare VP, for example, to other teams, like our team was unique Like I never had something close to it. Like the people, like the way we like approaching the life. I would even say like everything. Coach, if someone wants to do like something faster, like for example, warning VODs that after the lost game, some people like to do it insta, and some people like to do it like later. So you just need to talk about it. This is how I am approaching right now people. And first of all, if I'm going to the like team, I need to learn how they like to play, how to like do those things after the matches, like approach overall like the things. Yeah. The expectation about, I would say, CS2 and overall like price. For now, it's gonna be wild. No one feels ready right now for CS2. I would say they rush the things to like rush the pro scene to play CS2. I understand it because like major is coming next year, so it's not that like long distance from now. Yeah, it's like pretty close. It's gonna be a lot of updates, a lot of changes. I don't think so. The game will still look like it's looking right now, but I think it's gonna be fun. Like everyone is like on the same level right now.
We've had trials, we've had tribulations, and so far in this match, we have had an 8-4 scoreline at the half two. Apeks just sneaking their way back in after GamerLegion felt largely in control of the first half, but now they need to get things done on their T side, Apeks. Or their CT side, should I say?
Yeah.
The T side, it was good for 4. But now GamerLegion, they've got to produce the goods, and what are they going to go to for this pistol? Heavy presence through mid. Just looking to see if they can catch a push. CT rotation.
Yeah. Onyx bet odds still heavily favouring GamerLegion, at least for the second half here. And Nork has spotted some info, but is running for his dear life. Snack's going to be able to draw attention to their vault, get that entry, but it's the stairs control that we're going to see Apeks going after, and since he's hitting everything, he is looking to farm it up with that USP. 3v3, and Keo as well, not able to fully control window, but they have a good read on both those CTs. So are they going to try to push the point here with the bomb? Looks like they are. Swing to win and swing together. Standing strong, GamerLegion going to be able to find another pistol.
That was fast and furious, and I'll tell you what, there was a moment there where Sense was holding strong on that B bomb site, but as soon as he got overwhelmed, and that's exactly what GamerLegion needed to do, was put pressure on him.
Yeah.
They had full control. But dear me, Sense is showing up here at the moment. The rest of Apeks seems to be, you know, good for around here and there, but if they could just find a little bit more out of some of their star players.
Yeah. From what we're seeing, it feels like what we heard about that first best of one Apeks played, right? Sense is showing up, but the rest of the troops just aren't quite doing what we know they're capable of. We saw Nito popping off the other day. Nork was having a good game. Kixon as well was there, but so far a slower day at the office for all the mentioned members. Mid-control therefore. GamerLegion untested as Apeks just group on up and look to stack that A site.
I'm going to try and push to see if they can get something on the exit. As you said, there's that added incentive now with the bomb radiuses to try and keep T's locked into these sites later on in the piece. But Isaac digs in for the spray, finds 3. That's put a real thing in the plans of Apeks, and now GamerLegion hit those double digits.
Six rounds the gap now as Apeks move into a gun round to the CT side. Don't have a lot of room for error, of course, but if they can get a wriggle on now, then maybe the comeback train is chugging.
Stopping all stations. Kixon. Going to get aggressive on the back at smoke. There's some util to support. He gets ahead. No commitment there from GamerLegion. They run into the org of Nork. So they're going to put pressure on this B bomb site now. Sense has got a lot of work to do. The Molotov's just going to keep him at range. And it actually allows GamerLegion a path through to this A site. Oh, they are in trouble. That's not a bad counterplay from Apeks. They look to take control of the A ramp.
Taking big info. And will get caught at the worst possible moment. Isaac. Not able to spot that second, though. Kixon still with fork control. Might be able to bring this one back, and it's Jacob to connect. Jacob, rather. I keep doing it.
It's all right.
Yimpat's ruined me. And he's not even here.
No. He's ruined a lot of people.
Oh. Firing up again. And happy just to swing. Snacks didn't know where that sound was going, but he will be able to react in time. And he hears those shots from Jacob. Swinging around, re-peek. Seems to be king. But Volt is sneaky. Should be able to stop the cross onto that side. And the timing looks damn good for him. 1-1. And Kixon, he is running damn low on that time. The nade denies the vision, and the bomb on the other side of the side. He gets the pick, but does he have the time? He won't.
Time.
He knows he doesn't. And he's running for dear life. 11 secured for GamerLegion.
That's exactly what they needed as well. That just stabilizes things. It really puts Apeks in a pickle. Their money is going to be questionable. And the problem isn't here from here on out. They're kind of forced into this untenable situation of having to buy whatever they can. Kios just lets one rip.
Yeah. Gotta let him know. Gotta take your wins while you can, or you go home. Remember, this is another elimination match here at IEM Sydney. 2023. And Apeks, they came a long way to be here. They might join the likes of the 4 fallen teams already from the groups.
Yeah, they're just not quite hitting the mark at the moment. I guess you could say they, in racing terms, have missed the apex. There is still hope for them, just if they can stabilize their CT side. The problem for them in this round is going to be a complete lack of utility. How? As acoR missed that. Just a little too slippery there with that movement. Isaac, though, the MAC-10 jumping on into the side. He kicks things off. And Nito, well, he stays alive and maintains player advantage for Apeks. The retake is being staged, and Snacks, though, he's got that line. He's being a real pest for Apeks on the retake.
Those smokes about to fade, and it looks like GamerLegion want to fight for it. Volt able to double it up, keep on going. Will be traded out there by acoR to lock in another. And GamerLegion now just one round needed to send us into overpass.
What are they going to be doing here, Apeks? They've got their backs to the wall. And this is where they're going to be really leaning on that. Oh, that experience of Jacob. Talk about experience, though. Snacks just popping up at the right moment. He provided so much for them in terms of, you know, forcing the CTs to wide swing, hard clear that angle that he was in Kixon. Maybe this is what they need. Maybe they need some XM justice being handed out on the server. It's a good opening. Jacob and Kixon riding shotgun with a shotgun.
We might not have too much game left to play, but the XMs, we have seen them find success so far here in Sydney. And GamerLegion are all grouped up. Pack mentality. It's been a solid approach. Nork gets the 1-for-1. Anito, ooh, not going to be able to do enough there, but Kixon might just do it. Big kills so far with the XM. And Keel's in a 1v3 angle. Has to ace it up as well to close out the game. And is almost gifted this one. Jacob going wide. He knows what he's got to do to lock it in. And a 5th finally found for Apeks.
That's exactly what they needed, just some XM injection. Straight into the bloodstream, straight into the artery.
Yeah.
Give me that XM. They were really looking for these aggressive pushes, weren't they, Apeks? Comes off for them. They don't want to retain the XMs in this round, though. Oh, talk about bang for buck with that grenade. GamerLegion have just been absolutely rocked. They don't want to go B.
Apeks still need to follow through. acoR Kios know that they've been shit on and go to the appropriate place.
Yep. This round's definitely been flushed away.
And they're just waiting to punish any aggression. He's looking down. What's in there?
Hang on.
How's this thing work? All of these questions and more are going to be answered later on, of course.
I think they're full.
Well, mid seems to be the approach now. Who's here to farm it up? It's Jickham with an AK. 30 in the clip. And a few T's to hit. Oh. Nade damage. Could finish. Oh, almost does. 3 points of health left on Isaac and acoR. Right in the bin, but they want to die. They need to get this round over and done with, and it's nork to polish them. 12-6 now. And Apeks, every win is one step closer to taking us into OT, but they've still got 6 more that they have to find, and that's a lot of rounds in a row.
Yep. Job's done.
That was highlight. That was the highlight.
That actually was the highlight of the round. You're right. Oh, no doubt. Just a bit of shit talk. Now on to the serious stuff here. A little bit faster on the back of some of these flashes. acoR on point. Oh, does get the spot onto Stanson. How good is he? Repels them from this B site solo. He doesn't need help just yet, but he's calling for it regardless. He's got a little bit more info to work with now too. acoR is trying to catch him out, but they're playing this dangerous game. Nork's now here with that scope to provide some more resistance.
Nade's going to get dodged there, so won't alert sent to that position over on the right side, but either way, he will regress. He will have that crosshair placed perfectly yet again. And Kios feels the force of the AK. But the young gun has more damage that he can do. Isaac going to reveal that he's still here on the stairs. That smoke is going to be a bit annoying for Sense to deal with, but he'll just sit, he'll just wait. And there's also the flank slowly but surely coming through. But Jacob, he's gone loud. He's found 1 kill and another to secure that 7th.
That's a pretty convincing round too for Apeks and something they desperately needed on that CT side. It gets things back in order. The money's stable now, and they can start to put themselves in better positions. Oh, okay. Everybody wants to be Hans Gruber. Just back to pistols for GamerLegion. Going to try and overwhelm here. Nito needs to get himself out. He's got the cover, kicks it. Picks up 3, and so this faster approach from GamerLegion kind of runs into a brick wall of utility. And acoR wants to try and bait them into this to see whether or not he's able to take more weapons out of the hands of Apeks. Sent out a search party. I mean, if acoR gets away with a bomb plant here, surely you have to ask how, but it's exactly what GamerLegion need. Don't think they're going to best Nito though, but Tech9, the angle. That's about as free as they come.
You'll take him. Every extra round gives you that small bit of confidence. Moving towards that second map. Still an opportunity to do it here and now. Kixon, obviously a slower approach this game, but better late than never. And a tactical going to be taken by GamerLegion. Just have a quick chat as to how they are going to try to lock this one in.
Yeah, they've really got to try and get themselves around and quickly. They've been shut down quite nicely here from Apeks. Most importantly for Apeks, they've been keeping players alive. They just haven't had the same success. Some of these faster openers have been well read by Apeks, that's for sure. Definitely feels as though on this T side now, without the cover, like the sure cover of those smokes, T's are being a little bit less effective with their progression smokes. Isaac does find that onto Sense. And now that's enough for them to put pressure on this site. Jacob, he's been a stalwart for Apeks, but he falls.
But the rotations are damn fast for Apeks, so they might not be out of the round just yet. And Nort going to be able to lock down that backside of side spots. acoR across the edge of the smoke, and the bomb will finally go down. But there is big damage to be done with these nades. Barely missing a chunk of change on a Volt, who's still living on a single digit of health. And Apeks, they don't know how close they are winning this round. There's the first one to Isaac. Volt still hitting, still swinging, and still doing work, buying time for this flank of Keoz. Kixon, they know where he is, and it's all going to boil down to the timing, which favors Keoz, favors GamerLegion, and puts them onto a map W. That is going to be 13-8, the scoreline at the end of map number 1 of the series, and Overpass is on the horizon. But what a convincing way for GamerLegion to do it.
Yeah, convincing on their opponent's map pick, and I think that's probably, you know, just exactly what we said